Every firearm in our game is upgradable.
No!
Later on in the game, we also have gear sets.
No! God, please, no!
We'll offer a battle pass that only contains cosmetic items.
These fucking assholes, these fucking assholes!
So like the rest of the live games as service offerings being cancelled, we have a future contender, ladies and gentlemen, to follow up Marvel's Avengers and the other slew of recent casualties. I can't fully express how disappointed I am in the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League and 80% of the interest from the audience showcase. It kind of makes sense that PlayStation didn't want to show a PlayStation Studios game at the PlayStation State of Play. I wouldn't want to diminish my brand following up that disaster of a presentation either. I was rightfully told to be cautiously optimistic and not pass judgment on the game after the leaked screenshot we got a few months ago. But yeah, everything I feared came to light. Just like with Gotham Knights, the most forgettable yet anticipated third-party game to release in the new console generation, Suicide Squad took everything that we loved about Arkham Knight, threw it in the dumpster, and tried to reinvent itself into a live service model that immediately made everyone facepalm through the back of their skull. Well, not everyone, because gamers who think this game looks good will follow the usual route of defending the game and its design tirelessly, just like they did Marvel's Avengers, Halo Infinite,
etc.
And then they'll slowly start to complain about how the game isn't being supported like it should, then become just as angry as I am now, only a few months later as the bigwigs realize that the game doesn't provide the necessary cash flow they expected due to its mediocrity, and back away from it and its diehard mob like a failed bomb disarming.
Everybody get back!
Before I go through what made me vomit between the hemispheres of my brain while watching this 15-minute snuff film of dying inspiration, let's talk about the one thing that actually feels good about this game. Almost everything in the cinematics of this game look like top-notch classic Rocksteady storytelling, and the voice acting and delivery seem quality, especially being that Harley Quinn is supposed to make your ears bleed.
Incoming Harley!
Well, now that the positives are out of the way, what is this? This presentation has all the signs of a publisher forcing a developer to make something they didn't want to make. You see this guy, Sefton Hill? Notice how he's listed as founder. Well, that's because he's no longer with the actual studio. The two heads, Sefton Hill and Jamie Walker of the Arkham series and founders of Rocksteady, left the company at the end of 2022. It's like they're filming him with a gun, telling Mr. Hill to do his part and try to align this comedy of errors with the Arkham series to add some sort of validity to the mound of week-old barge garbage with horseradish sauce the audience is suffering through with their eye holes. Not to mention, both founders are leaving to, guess what, make games. That's the telltale sign of someone not wanting to be creatively controlled in this industry if you haven't caught on to that by this point. Of course, you need the obligatory thoughts of appreciation from the publisher exclaiming how great these two gents are, and the cordial goodbyes from the founders and their thanks for the opportunity. We all know what is really happening here, don't we?
I hope you have a good day.
Hope you have a better week.
I hope your month is full of successful days and a lot of great ventures. I hope you just come up, brother.
For those that remember the screenshot that leaked, which I can't show because they will take the video down, everyone was up in arms about the many different monetization-like icons. From there, we knew it was a live service game, which they still won't come out and say because they know what's waiting for them if they do. The most egregious error that I and many others saw was the real sign that this was going to be an uninspired hot mess. Why do all the characters have guns? Deadshot is the only character whose primary attack should be a gun. It's his character specialty. Each of these other characters have defining attributes that align with the character's mythos. Harley is more likely to try to stab you, hit you with a mallet, or break your neck with her thighs as she Rey Mysterios onto your shoulders and twists your head like it's a bottle top. King Shark is a goddamn tank, and while it looks like they took it literally and gave him a minigun, he's more likely to just take damage until he gets close and bites your head off. Could you not get the animation down to have this dude street shark through the city as a defining mode of transport? I guess everyone just flies and floats now to avoid having any semblance of inspired or nuanced gameplay. Captain Boomerang, from what I can tell, only uses his boomerangs to teleport. What the actual fuck? While variations of some of these things exist within the game as special moves, that shows you that the entire design of how this game plays was completely void of considerately using the licensed characters from DC Comics, notably something that Rocksteady has been amazing at up until now. You could put any licensed or completely original character in this game and it would work, so why use these characters? Oh, I know, because studios publishers still believe the games as service model will work if you just have brand recognition, no matter how many times they get proven wrong. To be completely honest, as my initial fears all came true, the only real surprise of how this showcase turned out was how bad the game looks. You needn't look far into the past to see how Gotham Knights was made fun of because of how bad it looked compared to 2015's Arkham Knight. But the one thing I thought for sure would be on point when actually being worked on by Rocksteady, like the ever hopeful dumbass dummy that I am, was the graphics. Outside of the scale of particle debris effects and cinematic character models minus Lex Luthor,
who the fuck is that guy?
Everything looks absolutely terrible. We waited 8 years for this, to literally have all the excitement drained from us yet again because publishers want to be the greediest people alive and not let creative people be creative. I don't hold any devs accountable for this. They are people working jobs like the rest of us, which is why my first point focused on the founders and they're obviously being handcuffed. The rest of the hostages in this video will hopefully get a fair shake from the publishers next time around or soon leave to do something else worth the trade of lifeblood. But anyway, I had to get it off my chest because I swear the industry is looking at the wrong data, or they wouldn't keep making the same mistake and misusing IPs like this to deliver shoddy, watered down experiences that don't have a chance of developing meaningful content to truly keep the players engaged for the time needed to make the experience worthwhile consistently. And to everyone who will come back at me and my talk about games as service with the obligatory games need to make money, just know that you can make money without being greedy and wanting all the money with minimal effort while trend chasing. Ask Ubisoft how that's working out. Start with a good game and nothing, I mean nothing, can stop you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and use the 3 seashells on your way out. Feel free to comment your thoughts below, and thanks to our Patreon members who find worth in what we do. We appreciate you.